Satnam. Tonight I'm here to explain the story of Bhai Kanhaiya. Bhai Kanhaiya was a contemporary of Guru Tegh Bahadur and Guru Gobind Singh, and was requested to establish the Seva Panthi or Alan Shahi order of the Sikhs by Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Bhai Sahib was a trader born in Daman Khatri family of Sodara near Wazirabad in Sialkot district. This is now in Pakistan. His father was a wealthy trader, but he himself, being of a religious bent, left home when still very young and roamed about with sadhus and ascetics in search of spiritual peace. During his youth he also spent a lot of time in the company of Nanwa Bairagi, who was also a disciple and comrade of last three Sikh Gurus. Nanwa Bairagi was a renowned poet mystic of Punjab, and he left a deep imprint on Bhai Kanhaiya's spiritual and humanitarian outlook in his formative years. His quest ended as he met Guru Tegh Bahadur and accepted initiation at his hands. Kanhaiya established a dharamstal at Kaba village at the present Atok district of Pakistan, which he turned into a preaching center. His special mission was selfless service of humanity with no distinction of nationality, caste, or creed. In 1704 and 1705, he was on a visit to Anandpur when the city was invaded by a combination of hill troops and the Imperial Mughal army. During the frequent skirmishes and sallies between the Sikhs and the enemy, Bhai Kanhaiya was often seen carrying a mashak. A mashak is a sort of pouch made of goat skin that was used to carry water from one place to another. To serve water to anyone who was thirsty, he took upon the task of quenching the thirst of the wounded soldiers in Battle of Amanpur Sahib in 1704. He did this seva with love and compassion, without any discrimination between the Guru's Sikh soldiers and the Mughal army's soldiers. His act of compassion stirred up stern criticism among his fellow Sikhs, who complained to Guru Gobind Singh Ji, pointing out that Bhai Kanhaiya Ji was serving water to the wounded soldiers from the enemy camp. They were especially annoyed because of the Mughals had surrounded the city and stopped all of their food supplies from coming into the city. And here was Bhai Kanhaiya sharing with them what little water they had. He had tried to stop him many a times, Guru Gobind Singh, but he would not pay any attention. Guru Gobind Singh Ji summoned Bhai Kanhaiya and explained that he had received a complaint about his actions on the battlefield. Guruji said, "These brave Sikhs are saying that you go and feed water to the enemy and they recover to fight them again. Is it true?" he asked Bhai Kanhaiya. Bhai Kanhaiya Ji replied, "Yes, my Guru. What they say is true. But Maharaj, I saw no Mughal or Sikh on the battlefield. I only saw human beings. And Guruji, they all have the same God spirit. Guruji, have you not taught us to treat all God's people as the same?" Of course, the Guru was very pleased with the reply. Bhai Kanhaiya Ji had understood the deep message of Gurbani correctly. Guruji smiled and blessed Bhai Kanhaiya Ji. Guruji said, "Bhai Kanhaiya Ji, you are right. You have understood the true message of Gurbani." He then continued and told the Sikhs that Bhai Kanhaiya had understood the deeper message of the Guru's teachings correctly and that they all have to strive to learn lessons from the priceless words of Gurbani. Guru also gave Bhai Kanhaiya Ji medical balm from his Skambarban. This was Guru Gobind Singh Ji's own medical balm for his own his own injuries. Guru Gobind Singh had his own special medical balm in his Skambarban. He gave to Bhai Kanhaiya and say, Bhai Kanhaiya, from now on you should also put this balm on the wounds of all who need it. Then turning to the Sangat, the Guruji said, Sad Sangat Ji, Bhai Kanhaiya is a God-fearing saintless soul. His impartial and non-biased behavior towards the others has led him to achieve Sahaj Azvata. Sahaj Azvata is like a stage of enlightenment that is hard for me to translate. It's called Sahaj Azvata. Let him carry on with his mission, said Guru Gobind Ji. Many more will follow in his footsteps in the years to come and keep the tradition of Nishkam Seva alive. Guruji reminded the Sikhs of Guru Arjan Dev Ji, whom preached, I have forgotten my jealousy of others. Since I found the Sad Sangit, which is the holy congregation, no one is my enemy, and no one is a stranger. I get along with everyone. Whatever God does, I accept that. This is the sublime wisdom I have obtained from the Holy. The one God is pervading in all. Gazing upon Him, beholding Him, Nanak blossoms forth in happiness. To have respect for every person is a fundamental pillar of Sikhism and a strong message advanced by the 10th Guru. Bhai Kanhaiya died in 1718, Akal Waheguru, after retiring to Sodara. His example as a forerunner for the present-day Red Cross is a tribute to the universal message of compassion and kindness to all. While the world hails Henry Dunant, founder of the Red Cross, as the first humanitarian service for the care of war victims, Sikhism produced Bhai Kanhaiya more than 100 years before the inception of the Red Cross. Today, Bhai Kanhaiya Ji may not be with us physically, but as you walk in the compound of the Memorial Asthan, Gurdwara Aduti Seva, you can almost sense his presence amidst the surroundings. Suddenly, an image of this tall, lean figure carrying a mushak full of water behind his back begins to flash in front of your eyes, especially when you walk toward his old hut, which has been restored to its original form. And that is the story of Bhai Kanhaiya and how he started the Seva Panthi mission. This legacy continues today in the people who run the succession of the preceptors of the Seva Panthi. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. My name is Hari Prakash Singh. Thank you very much for listening to my story.